Hey guys, how's it going? We are back and welcome to another loot from video. Now I'm currently playing on my Iron Man Irons Renner and I'm going to be killing ice trolls today. I do need to get quite a bit of money on this account to get an Ibn staff upgraded, which costs 200k, so I figured this would be a good first time for me to go attempt these. I have done a little bit of a trial run earlier and didn't have much success, but I've heard a lot of great things about the potential drops you can get from this. There's all sorts of different rune items, granite items, adamant items, all sorts of different things you can alch, and you also get quite a few law runes and nature runes, I noticed. I'm only going to be killing 250 of them because I don't need to kill 1,000. That would take way too long and I don't need that much money. But at 100 would probably be too little of a sample size, so 250 is a nice little medium there, and hopefully it will give you guys a good idea of what these guys can drop. But yeah, this is the setup I'm running with. You can definitely tell it is an Iron Man setup. This is definitely not ideal. This is also why I decided to do a standard base number of kills as opposed to a certain number of time, because if I were to do, say, loot from 10 hours of ice trolls, it would be significantly worse than if somebody with really good armor and weapons went there. Now with this setup, it is going to take me longer, but the kills will all be the same, so all the drops will be the same. So you can do this with really any armor that you have, because there is a safe spot, and I will be showing that to you guys. Alright, so for getting to the safe spot, you're going to want to start on Jatizso and then run north up to this first little section of the troll area. There's always going to be a dwarf multi-cannoner here because it is a really good way to get money. Ooh, a Ranar seed and law runes. I wish I could pick those up, but I'm an Iron Man, so I can't. The safe spot is right here behind these two coal rocks. If I can actually get something pulled, which remains to be seen because I don't think this guy will actually run all the way over here. It is outside of his range for attacking. Let's see. Yeah, he becomes disinterested. Alright, so I have found a world that does not have a dwarf multi-cannoner, so that I can now show you how this works. You're going to want to lure these guys, just the male and the runt that spawns in the north, for a few kills. Once you've killed enough of them, they will obviously de-aggro you within this southern peninsular area, and then you'll be able to run up to this rock up here that I'm currently putting my cursor over, and be able to safe spot the runt from the north and the runt from the south just on the opposite side of the rocks. I'll obviously show you that as well right about now. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty easy way to do this. Bone bolts obviously are going to kill these significantly slower than most equipment you guys will be using, because I am a bit of a noob. So yeah, you can definitely expect quicker kills with this, but even with the bone crossbow, which is a cheap way to go, especially if you're just starting out, this is certainly a good way to make money. But with that said, we have just got our first kill. I will bump the counter up to 1, and we did not get really anything from that first kill. I probably didn't need to bring all of these lobsters because I need room to actually put stuff in, especially if I'm safe spotting. So I will go put a few of these in the bank in a minute. But yeah, I will come back once we've got the 250 kills and we'll be able to do a little bit of a recap so I can show you what I got from 250 kills of ice trolls. I should also probably clarify that as far as I'm aware, at least and as far as the wiki is aware, the ice troll runt, the ice troll female, and the ice troll male, they all have the same drop table, so you will be able to kill them significantly quicker. Alright, so I have just finished with the 250 kills. This in my inventory right here is all the stuff that I couldn't put in my bank because it was going to be stacked with stuff I already had in there, and that wouldn't really work for the loot tab that I made. So let's go in and have a loot tab. Just based on this, it's not super impressive. All these runes except the fire runes are runes that I actually got from the ice trolls. I ended up going back and getting rid of the natures because I decided I wasn't going to alch things on the spot. I also didn't pick up any of the items that weren't really useful at all, so none of the strawberry seeds, none of pretty much the low-level seeds that alched for about 2 GP and that I would probably never use realistically because there's much better ways to get them. I didn't go ahead and pick any of those up. I didn't pick up, well, I did pick up the bones, but I didn't keep them in the bank. I just buried them on the spot, but you know, with 250 kills, you can kind of guess how many bones you're going to get. The answer is 250. Alright, let's have a look at the loot tab real quick. Here we are. So I actually didn't do too bad at all. We got 7 adamant axes, 13 adamant full helms, 1 steel warhammer, 11 mithril warhammers, a lot of warhammers. I didn't really realize they were such a common drop from them. That or I got really lucky. A rune kite shield, which I was pretty pleased about. 21 steel plate bodies, 1 adamant full helm, adamant med helm, pardon, 2 rune warhammers, 1 adamant warhammer, 3 granite shields. I actually got 2 of these in about 3 kills and then got 1 significantly later, but yeah, that was a pretty hype moment because I think these alch for at least like 30k or something. It's pretty darn good. 1 black warhammer and 1 steel med helm. Now I can take all of this out and then we're going to have a look and see what the alk value of everything is, plus the grand exchange value, because I know a lot of the people watching this video probably won't be Iron Men, so knowing the alk value isn't really super useful to you, because in all likelihood people who are not Iron Men are not going to be alking these things. And I'll make sure to put the fire runes back as well, because those I actually brought from the bank originally. So this is in my inventory is all the stuff that we managed to get from the ice trolls. Let's go in here and see how much it is worth. Put everything in there. So the OS Buddy guide price, which is a little bit more accurate usually, is saying it's 378k, and considering that was only 250 kills, that is really not very bad at all. You can see down here the granite shields do sell for 37,000 GP like I was saying, so really pretty decent right there. Also that rune kite shield, 36,000. So yeah, we did pretty good business. I'm now going to alk everything and find out how much money we get from that. Obviously not going to alk the runes because that really wouldn't be a super efficient thing to do. But yeah, with the alking, the Iron Men will know what they can get out of ice trolls. Alright, so after alking everything that we really wanted to alk, we ended up with 227k, so a bit of a dip down from what you would get if you weren't an Iron Man and you were able to sell everything, but I actually didn't alk the rune kite shield, which would, well, let's find out how much exactly it would alk for. So the rune kite shield would alk for 32k, so you can basically assume that's about 260k. I decided not to alk the rune kite shield because it's actually the best shield I can get right now. Granite shield is better in terms of defense from range, but the rune shield is a more lightweight and better at defending from melee, and that's kind of what I wanted. So I'm actually going to keep that for my Iron Man account. But yeah, that's more indicative of the fact that there are things that you'll actually get as drops from the ice trolls that you can actually use as an Iron Man, so it's also good in that regard. But some pretty damn good money as well. Considering this is about 250k, you can sum it out to being 250 ice trolls, 250k, well 260. You basically make 1k per kill, so it's pretty decent. Plus you get all this stuff that I didn't alk. I got 350 balls of wool that I'm actually going to save so that I can use them for crafting later. It would obviously be more efficient to just go get them than to kill the ice trolls, but you know, it's a pretty nice little perk for if you do go to kill them. And I did get 1 emerald, 3 sapphires, and a couple of different herbs. You got 2 dwarf reed, 5 guam, 1 avanto, and 1 ranar. And we did get 26 law runes, which is not bad at all, plus the 500 earths. Obviously more efficient to just make them yourself, but if you are going to go out there, like I said, it is a nice perk to have. Anyways guys, if you have enjoyed this little loot from video, go ahead and leave a like on it. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys later.